Hello and welcome to Math World. Today we're going to learn the last method for solving a system of equations, the elimination method. Alright, now the elimination method is best used when we have two equations in standard form, when we have x and y on the same side of the equal sign. Alright, I've set up an easy one here to show you how it works. Imagine we have two equations, x plus 2y equals 11 and x minus 2y equals negative 1. This method, it's also called the combination method sometimes, because what we're going to do is we're basically going to mush the two equations together. And this is going to work best when we have opposite signs for one of our variables. So here you see we have a plus 2y in one equation and a minus 2y in the other equation. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to take this equation, the whole thing, and it's already lined up perfectly for us, and just combine it. 2 and combine it. X plus x makes 2x. Positive 2y and minus 2y make nothing. It's eliminated. The equal sign comes down. 11 and negative 1 make 10. And look what just happened there when we did this. When you have opposite signs for your variables in two different equations and you combine them, well, they eliminate each other. And that's a good thing because now we have one single variable here that we can easily solve. Divide by 2, and the answer is x is equal to 5. All right, are we done? Of course not. Just like in the last time, we have to take this and put it back into our equation. If x is equal to 5, let's put it back in. Does it matter which equation I plug the 5 into? It does not. Alright, now I just solve for y using inverse operation. And I see that y is equal to 3. So my solution would be 5 and 3. Alright, so all I did was combine the two equations when elimination is possible. Let's see this a little bit harder. 3x plus 8y equals 47. 2x minus 8y equals negative 22. Well, I have a nice opposite variables here, so let's combine everything. Let's combine everything and make one equation with one variable. 3x and 2x make 5x. Positive 8y, negative 8y, well, there's your elimination. They cancel each other out. And 47 and negative 22 make 25. We can easily solve this to finish it. The whole goal is to give yourself a nice, easy equation that can be solved for one of the variables. X is 5. Plug it back into the original equation. Doesn't matter which one we choose. 3 times 5 plus 8y equals 47. 15. Let's subtract 15 from both sides using inverse operation. And then divide both sides by 8 to see that y is equal to 4. So my solution in this problem is 5 and 4. Okay, not so bad. Let's see one more, and this one's going to require a little bit of work. This is the toughest thing about this unit. What if we don't see an easy elimination? They're both in standard form here, but I don't see anything that is the exact opposite. Well, the first thing you want to do is line it up. I have y and x below it and x and y below it. Let's go ahead and switch one of them so that it is written lined up. I'm going to switch the top one and write it right below it. So instead of 10y plus 3x, I'm going to write 3x plus 10y. I can switch those because addition can be switched. So I basically just took this first problem and rewrote it so that's lined up. I like my x's lined up and my y's lined up. Alright, I still don't see any opposite here. So here's the trick. Just like when we do before, when we solve, we can do anything we want to an equation as long as we do it to both sides. I can manipulate one of these equations however I want, as long as I do the same operation to everything. So I'm going to choose an operation. This is where you get to choose something that's going to allow a combination to eliminate something. Meaning I need to somehow get these variables to be the exact same number, but opposites. Alright, now while I can do it for either variable, I can make 4 and 10 somehow eliminate each other. It's much easier to do it with this 6 and 3. All I have to do to make the 6 and 3 opposites is multiply that 3 by -2. If I multiply by -2, -2 times 3 will be -6. -6x, which is the opposite of positive 6x up here. So that when I combine them, something will get eliminated. But if I multiply the 3x by -2, I have to multiply everything by -2. Everything, I have to distribute the -2. So -2 times 10 will give me that -20y. And even everything on the other side of the equal sign has to get multiplied by -2 as well. 2 times 137, oh geez, looks like 274. -274. Alright, so this equation kind of got changed. It's kind of gone now too. I now have this top equation and then a new alternative equation. If it helps, take that top equation we had up here and now rewrite it right below my second new equation. I'm doing this so that I can see the combination easier. Alright, still with me? We had our equations and we changed one of them. We manipulated it by multiplying everything by -2. Okay, now the fun part, the easy part. Combine them to eliminate. -6x, positive 6x, eliminated. -20y, -4y, -24y. -274, positive 10, -264. And then I just need a calculator to tell me what 264 divided by 24. 11. So y is 11. And if you want to see the step I just did there, I just did divide both sides by -24. Divide by -24. Y is 11. And then lastly, yes, I do have to take that y equals 11 and plug it back into one of my equations. Doesn't matter which equation I plug it back into. No, it doesn't. So let's just choose, this one right here seems good enough. So let's go 6x minus 4 times, well, y is now 11, equals 10. 6x minus 44 equals 10. Inverse operate. (6x) equals 10 plus 44 is 54. Inverse operate. X equals 54 divided by 6, 9. There we go, I solved it. I found my solution is 9 and y is 11. X is 9, y is 11. So a little bit of work on this one. This is the hardest one we'll see, but there you go. Elimination through combining the two equations. Well, that's it, and I'll see you in class. Hey class, it's Mr. Bigsby with a hat, and I've got my challenge question for you. Alright, I want you to solve this system of equations using the elimination method. Alright, so the system I'm giving you will be negative 2x plus 3y equals 8. And the second equation, 3x minus y equals negative 5. Alright, so it is lined up for you, but I don't see an easy opposite pair that can be eliminated, so you're going to have to do some type of manipulation to this. Multiply one of the equations by some number. You can leave the answer, that is the ordered pair that works for both equations, in the comments. Alright, later. Now for a word from our sponsor, Papercut Games. This week we're going to look at, it's fun, it's challenging, it's exciting, it's Sequence! Sequence is an old game. I found this at a yard sale a while ago for $1, but it's really cool. It's basically Connect 4. There's going to be a game board full of all the different possible cards that you can have. And each person's going to get a hand of 7 cards. And on your turn, all you do is just play a card and put your chip on that card. So the 2 of spades is there. And it's pretty simple, and the other person does the same thing. Now where it gets a little challenging is there are 2 locations for each card. So if I play this King of Hearts, I could go, let's see where it is. Sometimes finding it is the hardest part. I can go there, or I could go over here. Now I'd rather go here because the goal is, of course, to get not Connect 4, but Connect 5 in this game. If I get 5 in a row, I win. But, of course, the opponent's going to be trying to play cards that will block me. And there's even jacks that can remove cards, and other jacks that can be wilds and go wherever they want. And as soon as you have a sequence, you say, Sequence, and you win. So that's the game. It is very highly rated for an old game. Looks like it has 1,700 customer reviews with 4.8 stars. That is pretty good for an old game like this. Sequence. I'm Mr. Bigsby, and I approve this message.